There we go. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. How's everybody doing today? Well, we are so glad to be here to be crafting with you all. If you're new to us, I am Lisa Rojas, and this is my business partner. No? Yeah.
No,
No?
that way, yeah.
Oh, I can't get it right. Whatever. My business partner, Ann Butler. Okay, so yes. Um, and we own Bella Crafts Publishing.
Yes,
So
we do.
yeah, we are excited because our spring issue is out and it is absolutely gorgeous. So those of you that don't know, Anne and I own Bella Crafts Publishing, which is we publish ebooks, and then we also do a free craft magazine that comes out 4 times a year. Spring issue just came out a couple weeks ago, so we're always excited when a new issue comes out. So make sure that you check all of this stuff out that I'm telling you, because Anne is going to be sharing the links for everything that I'm saying once I switch cameras and I start my project.
Yes.
So, Anne, you want to talk for a second?
So we are here today. We come to you guys every Wednesday at noon and 2 p.m. Central Time with craft projects that are sponsored by our manufacturers we work with, which we love because
Absolutely.
they are so generous in doing giveaways every single week. And we will announce last week's winner during my live at 2 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if anybody wants to put a comment so we can see who you are and see that you're in here, if you're from our group, Do You Love to Craft, and you post comments, your name doesn't show up. So if I mention something that you say, it doesn't show in the stream because it's from a group, and groups are private on Facebook, so they don't share people's pictures or names. Right. So with that, we are streaming on YouTube.
Yes.
Facebook, and our group, Do You Love to Craft, on Facebook. If you do not know about that, please join. I will put a link in while Lisa is doing her project, because we love to see what everybody else is making. Hi, Marvick from
Hi.
Maryland, MD, Maryland, maybe?
Yeah, Maryland.
Nice to have you here.
I'm checking.
Hey, Rebecca.
Hi, Becca. I'm checking to see if our notification went out, because I didn't get it.
I just see that we're live. I didn't check for the notification, but we're live. So
now it's notifies.
Well, and those of you that follow us every week know that 12 and 2 are the times that we go live.
Yes.
Central Time.
Central Time.
It would be 10 a.m. for Lisa.
Yes.
Pacific Time.
Not a morning
not
person.
Early, honest.
Not a morning person. My brain doesn't kick in until about noon. So, yeah. So, like Anne said, we're going to be announcing the winner from last week, which was Gwen Studios on her live at 2 p.m. And then also today, our sponsor is Pink and Main.
Yes.
I love Pink and Main. Oh my goodness. They have the cutest stamps and dies and, everything. So they are our sponsor for our lives today. And they're going to be giving away a $25 gift certificate. So we are excited about that. And those of you that are, watching from YouTube or catching us on replay on YouTube, I don't know if Anne mentioned it, but we keep the giveaway open for a week until next Tuesday. Okay. So, well, it's actually 6 days, whatever, but we keep it open. So we get a lot of our viewers on replay. They watch on replay.
The majority.
Yeah, the majority of them, we have our few regulars that join us live every week, and we love you guys so much. but a lot of our most of our viewers are on replay, so we want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to get in on the contest. Okay.
Yep.
So, and then you have to enter, you have to like, comment. My mouth's not
Like,
working.
comment, and share with the
Thank
hashtag
you.
Bella Crafts.
Thank you. That would have taken me 10 minutes to get out.
Lisa's thinking about her project, which is super, super cute.
I am. Yes, I'm excited to share this with you guys. I absolutely love this. I have been, there we go, right? There we go.
Yep.
This adorable basket, which is made completely from paper and, well, cardstock, etc. I absolutely love this project.
It's adorable.
I have been doing these for so many years. I used to teach classes on this particular project, but I did it in sunflowers back then. So that was like forever ago.
It's been a little while, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a little while since I've done any teaching outside of what I'm doing here. So anyways, okay, so you want to get started then? We can do that. And I will show you the basket once again, and then all the products I used. And yeah, so let's get started. All right.
So I'm going to make
I'm going to switch
Lisa
cameras.
and she is going to switch her camera. Hi, Colette.
Okay.
Prince Edward Island. Is it warm there right now? I'm in Minnesota, and it was warm.
Wow.
But it has snowed the last 3 days. Although it's a heavy, wet snow it's snowing right now. And I have puddles of water everywhere. So it's just kind of there, but it looks really pretty.
I can't, every time you tell me that it's snowing and it's like 70 degrees here, it oh, it just makes me giggle. So, okay. So to get started, I have to remember, because I'm doing this, this new camera setup, and I have to remember now that everything is facing me. So these are the products that I used for the basket today from Pink and Maine. Okay. So you can see these beautiful 6x6 papers. They are so gorgeous, you guys. I don't even know if you can see the shininess that they have in these papers, but it's real shiny. It's also double-sided, which I love when I can get a really good 6x6 double-sided paper, because we don't always get them that much. So this is just one of the sheets that's in the pack. It's absolutely gorgeous. There's all kinds of other ones in here with different patterns and whatnot. It is just amazing paper, and I love it. Okay, so that's the paper that I used. And then the stamps that I used are these here, and then also the die cuts. Now, just so you guys will know, this is called Ladybug Garden. Okay, so it's got all these adorable little ladybugs in it. I only used 2 in my project, but if I had more time, I would have done a whole bunch of them just because they're so darn cute. But these are the other products that I used. Okay, so let me show you the project one more time. Okay, so here's the top of the box, as you can see, and then you can lift it and put, goodies and stuff on the inside.
Like a picnic basket.
Yes, that's exactly it. It is a picnic basket. Okay, and then here is the front part of it, where I decorated it again with some beautiful flowers, and then also my ladybugs. So super cute. And let's see, I'm going to show you this with a different pattern paper than what I used in mine. Okay, so what you're going to need is this. First of all, you've got to have this corrugated. Now, you know what, Anne? I don't know if you've noticed, but since I switched to this camera setting, I noticed that my camera goes in and out again.
Yep.
And that annoys me. So I'm going to try for that not to happen. Okay. You can buy this on Amazon, This is something that I have had for years. I used to have a big, huge roll of it, and this is all that's about left. I got a little bit more, and then that's it. But I did check. You can buy it on Amazon. I put the link in the Facebook links in.
Okay.
Okay, so you can find this on Amazon. Okay, and then they also have different colors too if you want to use different colors. This is actually a 4-inch,
Which is nice and wide. I mean, I think what I have is like 2 inches, but I
Yeah.
love the corrugated paper.
Oh, I do too. I love using corrugated. Okay. So the other things you're going to need a bottom for it. This is a mat board. Now I used the mat board because I wanted something a little bit heavier than just plain cardstock. If you don't have mat board, that's an easy remedy. You don't have to run out and buy it. What you can do is just double up or triple up some cardstock, and it'll give you the sturdiness that you'll need. Okay. And then also some cardstock. I did 3 different colors. And then, of course, I used some ribbons and some wire. And then all these cute, adorable little things that I put on it. So I'm going to show you that in a second. But right now, we're going to get started on the bottom part of this, okay? So what you need to do, now mat board is really, it's thick. I mean, it's sturdy. So what you need to do is put it on a paper cutter and score it, but don't cut it all the way through, okay? You can, I did this on mine. I know that it works. So, no issues there, but you want to score it. Now I'm going to give you all of the measurements on my blog post that will be up on Sunday on our blog. So all of the measurements for everything that I'm talking about will be there. So you just need to check them out. Okay. And that will be this Sunday that I'll post it in the Facebook or on our website. Okay. So you're going to score it all the way around. And I will tell you, this is a 3/8 of an inch score. And do not cut it all the way through. Okay. And then what you're going to do now, if you do cut it all the way through, you can take some tape and just put the pieces back together. I just put this tape on here just to show you what it looks like. This is going to be the inside of the basket. So no one is going to see this anyway. So you're not going to worry about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our corrugated paper. And I always like to start on the end. Okay, so I'm going to take my glue gun here, my nifty glue gun. And again, if they ever figure out how to make no strings on a glue gun, I will be a very happy girl. All right, so what we're going to do, let me grab this real quick so my glue doesn't dry too fast. All right, I'm just kind of conditioning this just a little bit so I can get a better handle on it. So you're going to start, you can start anywhere. I like to start on the short end. So we're going to take the glue gun and we're going to lay down. And to begin with, I just add a little bit of glue to get started. Okay. And then we're going to lay this right on top. All right. Just like that. And then we're going to finish gluing it all the way around. But at first, I like to just do a few, like a couple inches at first, just to, get it on there to get things started. Okay, so then we're going to do it all the way around. And you do have to fuss with it a little bit because, you're messing with a paper that wants to roll on you. All right, stop. There we go. Okay. And then as you can see, this just comes together really quick once you get it started. All right, so we've got that one. And then we will go around again. And I'm not worried right now about my glue gun strings, because what I can do after I'm done is just take a heat tool or a blow dryer and just put them right on those strings, and they will just melt away like magic. All right, so get this piece down. All right, and then we're coming to the very end. All right, so then you're going to wrap that around, and then you're going to adhere that last little part. And I am using this awesome glue gun from Xyron. I love, this is one of their new glue guns, and I absolutely love it. All right, so there you go. You see, you've got your box all ready to go. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do, move this out of the way here. Okay, as you can see here, I've already done the top. And all I did was I just layered all 3 pieces of cardstock, and I did a 1/4 inch down, which is totally normal. Okay. So what you want to do here is kind of just fuss with it just a little bit to get it up like this. So when you go to put it on your basket, you'll be able to lift those much better. Okay, so what I did here then, to decorate the top, I used this beautiful paper and I cut 2 rectangles. This is also the paper from Pink and Main. So we're going to add those. Oh, I forgot open my glue here. All right. Let's do that real quick. Okay. And of course it's, the glue was all stuck in it. Oh, all right. Let me get this out so I can get some glue out of here. There we go. Perfect. All right. Let's put that away. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we are going to glue each one of these rectangles on either side of your lid. So we're going to go down here and just glue these on. Now, make sure, I always say this, but make sure when you're doing your projects that you get your glue and stuff on really, really, really well. A lot of times I'm, in such a rush, so we're not here all day, and we can all make Anne's live that, yeah, that I don't always glue everything down really well. But we're going to do that right now.
It's so nice and bright.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The papers in that package are so bright and colorful. It just reminded me so much of spring, and I love spring anyways, because it's just, the colors and everything are just so bright. All right. Now, if you guys do not have one of these from ThermoWeb, you need to get one. This is, especially if you're using any type of adhesive, this will take your adhesive right off of your projects. It's just like a big eraser, but it is fabulous for removing any type of adhesive. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece that I cut, and this is going to be for the center. And I went ahead and I already put my markings down on my basket where my center is. I put some little pencil marks down here so I could see exactly where I wanted to put it. And then you're just going to lay that right there. And then now we're going to add all of the cute little doodads that I did here. All right. We got three flowers. Yes, we do. Okay, good. All right. So again, we're just going to take this and glue these down. Now, what I did for those of you that, if you're new to watching, what I did ahead of time was I stamped all of my images out on a white cardstock with a black ink pad from Gina K that I absolutely love to use. This is the ink pad that I absolutely use this almost on everything. And what I do is I go ahead and I stamp the images and then I color them. These I did with watercolor pencils. And then I had the die cut set, so I die cut everything out. So that's why this is all put together ahead of time, because we would be here for quite a while if I had to sit and color and all these while you guys were watching, and you would be bored to death. Even when I'm being sparkly and funny, you would still be bored to death. I promise you. All right. So you've got your top of your box done now. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to take 2 tabs out of white cardstock. And again, the measurements are going to be on the blog. But as you can see, I scored it right here. So you want a little bit more on the inside than you do on the outside. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a sec. So what we're going to do is we're going to adhere these to the inside of the box. Or the lid, I should say. Sorry. Okay, so I want to make sure that that is centered. Okay, that looks right. Okay, so we're just going to add a little bit of glue. And lay that down. Let me make sure that it's on there. There we go. Nope, I need to scooch it over. Just a smidge. Okay. Because what you're doing is you're just putting this on the back of your cover, because this is what's going to hold your cover onto your box. So these are just, little white tabs that I put on here. But you want to make sure that they are centered with your center of your top, okay? So again, I'm going to add this other piece. And one of the other reasons why I love to use glue so much is because it gives me some wiggle room. So if I put something that, I don't want, or it's not centered right or anything like that, then I can always scooch it around before it dries. So that's one of the reasons why I love using glue so much. All right, so now you can see you got your tabs on. This one still needs a little bit more glue. I can feel it pulling up. All right, put that down there. Okay. So now you have your tabs. Okay, so what you're going to do from here to make it easier, the best way to put this on the box, let me grab a pencil here, is you're going to punch a hole in this first. Okay, so you're going to put a hole in on each side of on each tab. Okay, so right about, just eyeball it, because this is where you're going to put your handle, and this is what's going to attach your lid to your box. Okay, so once you've got that on, then what I do, just because I want to make sure that I have everything on right, then I will put the lid down and take my pencil again and mark it. Now, I'm telling you this because if you try to do this after you have fastened everything down, if you try to add your handle at that point, it gets really, really hard. So this I have found is the easiest way, so you know that you can get everything down without any issues. All right, so I marked both sides, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to punch a hole in them here. in my box. Now, if you also want to make it a little bit sturdier, I mean, I don't think you're going to be putting a lot of really heavy things in a box like this, but if you are, want to make it a little bit sturdier for your handle, then put an eyelet in there, and that'll give you a little bit more stability. I've never really had to use one because I don't use it to put, real heavy things in. Okay, so now we've got the holes there. All right, now for the ribbon, I'm going to show you what I did. I did not create the handle for this sample. I'm just going to show you a little part of it, okay? Because I didn't have a whole lot of ribbon left. All right, so let's see. Now we're going to pretend for a second that this is the size for your handle. Okay, now what you're going to do with this, and let me get my wire here. This is the wire that I use. This is a heavier gauge. It is a 20 gauge. Okay, so it's pretty heavy. And I wanted it, for the handle to keep the lid on a little bit better, but also to make the handle stand up instead of having it flopping around. Okay, so what you're going to do for your handle, and I will give you the measurements for those right now. Let me grab my paper here. Okay, so the wire, you're going to cut the wire about 18 inches, and then you're going to cut your ribbon about 16 inches, okay? You want to leave a little bit on each side for your hook. So you're going to turn that around and create a hook on either side of this. But right now, we're just going to do it on the one side. All right, so this is the easiest way to create this. Okay, so you're going to fold your ribbon in half, just like that, and then take the end of your wire that you do not have already turned, and then you're just going to poke it through. Whoops. Poke it through that ribbon there. Okay, and it went through like butter when I did it.
Always when you're live.
Always. All right, there we go. Okay. So now you've got both ends of your handle here. Okay, so we're doing this in a smaller scale. And then this side over here is also going to get turned. I'm going to turn that under. So the easiest way that I have found to do this is to put the wire on like I just showed you. And then what you're going to do is you're going to glue the ribbon around it. Okay, so just take your glue. And I like to use this better than my glue gun because the glue gun will leave it bunchy. You'll get little bunches of glue, and I just didn't like the way it looked. So this way, you're just going to lay that down, and then you're going to lay this on top and let that dry. And then, of course, there you're going to have your handle. Okay, so we're going to turn those around just like that, okay? And that's how you're going to create your handle. You're just going to make it big enough to do your whole box. Okay, so once you have your handle done, then what you can do is you can put it onto your box, okay? So this is just our little pretend handle here. And you're going to push it through each of the holes. And this is something that you do have to play with. And once you get it on, piece of cake. Okay? So you're going to put one side on that way and then put it through to the other side. And that's how you're going to create your handle. Let me show you the finished one real quick so you can see. Okay. So I glued that all the way around that ribbon and then put the ribbon through, and then the next thing that you're going to do, once you have your lid and your handle and everything on, then what you can do, and I'll tell you what, when you're first doing this first hole, go ahead and add some glue to that to kind of hold it down while you're messing with your handle. And that'll make it a little bit easier. Okay. And then you got your handle on, and then you can go back. Once your handle's on, then you can go back and add some glue under this other tab here. That's just to secure it just a tad bit better. Okay. So it's really simple. You just have to fuss with it a little bit. Okay. All right. So then what I did after that, here, let me move this out of the way, because what I did after then, as you can see here, is I attached this really pretty ribbon, and I went all the way around. And as you can see, I couldn't do it on my box because I only had this much left. So I had to do it this way. Okay, so you wrap it all the way around your box, adhere it with a glue gun, or regular glue if you choose. And then I took my last little flowers that I did here, and then as you can see, I just glued them right on the box with the two long ones. And then this other one, what I did with this one, I just trimmed that off, and then I just put that down there like that. And then to finish it off, you're going to take your ribbon and add 2 bows on either side, and then just adhere your ladybugs right on top of your bow. And that's how you create this box. It is very simple to do. Like I said, you've got to kind of fuss with it a little bit, but it is a lot of fun to do. And this would be cute in so many different ways. You could do it where the kids could do it for an Easter egg hunt, because Easter's coming. You can put stuff in it sticking out to where you can do a centerpiece with it. All kinds. You can use different kinds of papers. This was just something springy and fun, and I just loved creating it.
It's super cute. It would make really cute little Mayday baskets.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. So you talked for a second while I switched.
Okay, so that was super cute, Lisa. And those papers really did so much of the work for you.
Yes.
It made that project just pop, which was really fun.
Yeah. It's a super fun project to do. Let me switch over here. And like I said, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to do it. To create it. It's just a matter of, coloring and doing your die cutting, but you do all of that stuff first, and then, assemble your box.
But now that they make all the dies to match the stamps,
so much.
It just makes it, I don't mind fussy cutting at all.
I don't either.
But sometimes.
Yeah. And with this, like I really wanted to show how to do the handle, because that was the hardest part out of all of this.
Yep.
But like I said, I ran out of the ribbon, so I couldn't do it. But, I thought this would be the easiest way, because you just put your ribbon in between, or your wire in between your ribbons, just like that, and then glue them together, and you've got a handle.
Just gives you that stability that you want.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. And if you wanted, you could, for sturdiness, you could use also foam core board.
Yep.
That would give it a lot more sturdiness. I mean, if it's something that you're going to bring out year after year.
Right. Yeah, because you can take the corrugated paper and, it'll wrap around whatever it is that you're using for your base. But the mat board is pretty sturdy.
Yes, it is.
It's pretty sturdy. So, but you can use, the corrugated paper now comes in all kinds of different colors.
It does.
Which when I started.
put that link in here, but then something came up saying there was an error. So I don't know if it actually went. So
Okay.
we'll come back later and share that link if it didn't.
Yeah, because it's I'm not sure if the craft stores carry corrugated papers anymore. I haven't been in a craft store in such a long time, I don't even know.
Yeah. I'm not sure either. I mean, I know that Die Cuts with a View had a paper pack that was corrugated. They had a corrugated one and a burlap one, so I don't know if that's still available. But yeah,
Well,
you have to look. Always shop your independent craft store first. If
always.
you have a local one.
Yeah, which
I
I don't.
I don't. I have to go 20 miles just to get to, anything crafty.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are no independents by me. But when I'm traveling and if I see one, I always try and stop in because
yeah, definitely. Well, too,
I have a paper crimper too, Rebecca. That would work.
Yep, you could use a paper crimper if you wanted to do it that way. You wouldn't have to worry about it. If you can't find the corrugated paper, which you should, because I'm going to put the link in. But if you have maybe sheets of corrugated, you just want to cut it down and then just piece it all the way around. You're not going to be able to see all of that because the corrugated paper just kind of folds right into the other piece. So, you can't really tell all that, all that much. So if you can't find a roll, or if you do have some at home, then just cut it and do it that way. And you can make this in all different sizes.
Yes.
I have done them in little tiny sizes like this, where I did little candies and stuff for, I think it was a baby shower that I did the decorations for one year. That was like a million years ago too, but
they'd be cute for place settings too.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many uses for this. It was a great project.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. I've been making these baskets forever and a day. And I thought as soon as I saw the stamps, I thought, okay, I know what I want to do with these.
Sometimes you just know. I mean, you see that product and it's like, ooh.
Yep. And because before I when I got the stamps originally, I kind of tucked them to the side because I was working on another project. And so when I went to start, I didn't have any idea of what I was going to do. None whatsoever. And then I put the stamps down and I was looking at them and I went, oh.
See?
Yeah.
They speak to you.
Yes. My stamps always talk to me.
Yes. Well, that's a good thing.
It is.
So I am going to be live at 2:00. And I am going to be sharing a project that I did using embossing folders and a die from Pink and Maine. So I'm going to show you, I'm actually going to show you how to make a cute little Post-it note holder.
Cute.
So, super cute. And, this is easy to tuck into your purse. I mean,
I love
lots of uses. And I love embossing folders. I like to play with creating different patterns.
Yeah, they're fun.
In my paper.
They're fun. Totally. All right. Well, that is it for my live. Anne said she will be live at 2 p.m. Central Time, which is 12 p.m. my time. So we will see you guys all back then. And then we will announce the winner for last week, which was that the ribbon package
from Gwen Studios. Yep. It's like a $50 assortment of ribbons that the winner will get from Gwen Studios, which is lovely.
Yeah. But don't forget to like, comment, and share with the hashtag Bella Crafts with my video and then also Anne's. And then that's how you get in for the giveaway. And we do that. So make sure that you do that. And please go over to, I say this all the time, but please go over to our sponsors Facebook page and, and their website. Give them a like, tell them thanks for, sponsoring Bella. And, it's nice to show appreciation because our sponsors do a lot for us. And in turn, then that makes us be able to do a lot for you guys. So that is it for me. And do you have anything else before we go?
Nope.
Nope.
We will see you at 2:00, which is coming up real quick. So
Yeah.
go grab some lunch, whatever you need to do, and come back and join us.
Yeah. All right, you guys, we'll see you in just a little bit. And until then, make sure that you take a little time to craft because it's good for your soul.
Always.
Really is. All
Bye,
right, you guys,
everyone.
take care. Bye.